Peace, everybody. This is Nas coming to you from Nas's Woodstock Yoga House, of course. So, I want to talk to you today a little bit about mantras and malas. So, those of you who are new to yoga, or maybe you've been practicing yoga for a while, but you haven't delved into using a mantra or using malas. A mantra. What is a mantra? If you've heard of the word mantra before but never used a mantra, sometimes people think that a mantra is something complicated, or you have to know all this Sanskrit or just some other language, and it's very long and just a sort of a complicated, heavy thing. But a mantra is not. In fact, you are practicing mantras every day, all day. Sometimes you're conscious of it, sometimes you're not. Sometimes the mantras that we practice are not positive and they are not beneficial to us. Something as simple as, doing your laundry at home or doing the dishes, you may have a negative connotation associated with that. Oh, I have to do the dishes, or I have to clean my car, or, do laundry. And so every time you think about doing those tasks, you have that thought. So that's a negative mantra that you have towards that task, because it's a thought that you think often and repeatedly. So that would be a negative mantra, as well as anything negative that you may think about your body on a daily basis. Every time you look in the mirror, finding a flaw or finding something that's wrong. Oh, I need to lose 5 pounds. Oh, my stomach isn't, my waist isn't small enough. These are mantras. It's a thought that you are repeating over and over again, which eventually will become a belief. So in our yoga practice, we want to consciously practice mantras that are beneficial for our best and for our highest good and for those around us. So a mantra could be something, it could be a prayer or something that you find. That could be in Sanskrit, it could be in any language, but it can also be something as simple as, I am a magnet for joy, abundance, and peace. That's a mantra. Repeating that over and over again consciously when you wake up in the morning, or coming back to it throughout your work day when you're in traffic and maybe getting a little frustrated, or things are going on around you and starting to get busy, but stopping and taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. I am a magnet for love, joy. I'm a magnet for abundance, joy, and peace. I'm a magnet for joy, abundance, and peace. This would be a mantra. And then where malas come in, if you have seen yogis wearing these, you'll see yogis wearing these kind of often, or anyone wearing these, and maybe you wonder what they were. A mala is usually consists of about 108 beads, and the numbers are significant because it's said that one represents the highest, your highest power, your creative consciousness, whatever that is that you consider to be God, your highest self. 0 representing your openness or your humility and all there is. And then 8 representing also building or destroying, life and death, infinity, all of creation. So usually a mala necklace will contain 108 beads because it's said to be a sacred number. So a mala bead will have what we call in the center, the middle bead where the tassel comes off is called the guru bead. And you place the mala in between your middle finger and your index finger, and then you use your thumb to move each bead. So you start at the guru bead, and as you say your mantra, so if your mantra is, I am a magnet for abundance, joy, and peace, when you get to the first bead, you would say that. You can say it out loud, or you could just repeat it in your head. I am a magnet for abundance, joy, and peace. And then you would slide down between your middle finger and your index finger to the next bead and repeat the same mantra, sliding it again towards yourself, and so on and so forth. And you would take this all the way around until you find yourself again back at what we call the guru bead. And what this does is, by touching each bead, it helps you to stay present in the moment and it helps you to stay focused on that thought and that thought alone. Because when we have a pure thought and we hold it for at least 17 seconds, that thought starts to attract other thoughts like it unto itself. And when we hold that second thought for another 17 seconds, that first thought and that second thought combine, and they create an even stronger magnetism, and they're able to create more like those things unto themselves as well. So when you go around your mala bead and you do this through these 108 beads, focusing only on that pure thought of that mantra, you are creating a positive energy around yourself. You're creating a positive grid for yourself. You're creating a positive aura around yourself to attract more of things that are like that mantra. So if you're repeating, I am a magnet for joy, abundance, and peace, the longer you focus on that pure thought, the more it will attract to itself more things like that. People who are bringing you abundance, joy, and peace, situations that bring you abundance, joy, and peace, materials, books, videos, posts that bring you abundance, joy, and peace, or remind you of abundance, joy, and peace. And this is also malas are a great thing to incorporate also if you are newer to a meditation or mindfulness practice. A mala will help to keep your mind sort of from being distracted as much. So malas are something that you can use to practice your mantra in the mornings or in the evening before you want to practice your mindfulness session, because going around through the 108 beads, staying focused on that pure thought helps your mind to come in and to get centered and to get focused. And by the time you get to the guru bead again, you'll find yourself a lot more still, a lot more quiet, and you can even lay your mala beads aside and just take a moment to lock in that stillness and that joy and that peace and that abundance, or whatever your mantra is. Or you can actually set your malas aside or hold them in your hand, and then you can actually just go through a silent meditation where you're not repeating a mantra, just simply closing your eyes and just staying with the rise and the fall of your breath. When thoughts come, not thinking about anything, not attaching to them too much, but just staying with the rise and fall of your breath. So I really recommend malas for people who, like I said, are newer to a meditation practice and maybe you find it a little bit hard to focus. A mala bead will actually really, really help with that and getting centered and getting a little bit still and quiet in your body and your mind. So that is a little bit about mantras and malas. So the next time you see a yogi wearing mala beads, you'll know what that means. Or now that you know what they are, maybe you want to, get your own mala beads and start to practice this and, going through and setting a mantra for yourself in the mornings. One of the best times to practice with your mantra and your malas is usually early in the morning, and then also in the evening time before you go to bed. So you're waking up and setting a positive intention and a positive grid for your day and to go throughout the rest of your day. And then you're also going to bed and setting a positive intention for yourself and going to bed in a positive energy and in a positive way, giving yourself more likelihood to wake up in that positive energy and that positive grid and that positive flow. So, positivity attracts more positivity. So if you're going through a hard time right now, or you have something that you're going through, just take a breath, breathe, get your malas out if you need to, say a mantra, whatever it is that you may be going through. Look at it, see what it is. You don't have to run away from it. You can look at it, wonder what it is, think about it a little bit, but then after you have, do your best to think of its opposite. And then make that your mantra for whatever that particular subject or issue is with it, and have faith that that will come into manifestation for you in your life if you keep your focus and your energy on it enough. So this is Naz coming to you again from Naz's Woodstock Yoga House. We're here in Oklahoma City. We're at 3515 North Classen. If you'd like to check out our class schedule, simply go to our website, nazwoodstockyogahouse.com, and click on our schedule tab, also on the class descriptions, and find out a little bit more about that class, and also meet our teachers and find out about the teachers who are teaching that class. So have a great day, you guys. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you again. One love, always. Come home.